Hi guys, welcome back to Wendy's World. On today's live, we are gonna be talking about fashion, travel, and relationship. And today I have with me one of my amazing friends. I'm basically just gonna send her an invite now so that she can join us. Okay.
Guys, today is gonna be about fashion, fashion, relationship, and travel. If you notice, guys, I try to talk about relationship a lot, and that is because
Oops.
uh,
Hello.
the only African girl I know that's always on time for everything.
No way.
The only African girl I know that's always. Why can't I see your face? Okay, I can see your face now.
Okay.
How you doing?
I'm fine. I'm actually at my partner's house, so I'm probably going to open the door for him in a couple minutes, but it's fine for now.
Okay, sure, that's no problem at all. Yeah.
How are you doing, honey?
I am fine. I'm good. It's been a long time, isn't it?
It's been a long time. I've been invited to go for food.
We have next week. Next week we're doing it. Next week is good. It's kind of like when I'm busy, you're busy. You're not busy. The schedule is kind of tight, but at least we're doing this now.
I know, but anyways, we're here. I'm gonna catch you next week for definitely.
Yeah,
That's
exactly. And how was the weekend been so far?
Yes, I'm fine. I don't know if can you see me?
I can see you like move it up a
Just
bit. Move your camera up a bit. Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
that's perfect. Yeah, that's
Okay.
perfect. Yeah, I can see you now.
How are you
Yeah,
doing?
that's really good. I'm fine. Yeah. Just work on life. That's all it is. Nothing else. What about you? You are the one that's enjoying the life right now because I'm seeing your posts, your stories. So yeah, your own is just, I would say 78% enjoyment, and the rest are like, well, am I wrong?
I'm actually traveling these days, so I'm just visiting around.
That's good
Yeah,
to be honest. Yeah, that's good. I mean, we've been on lockdown for like a year and a half now, isn't it?
yeah.
So we might as well just do it.
You know.
Okay, so I was church. Did you go to church today?
Mm-hmm. What is it?
Did you go to church today?
No, I actually woke up very late today. So, but my sister called me. She was like, "Our friend, he went to the hospital. He just came back home today." So
Oh, yeah.
yeah, going to
No.
visit him. Yeah.
So let me just before I start, yeah, I was having this conversation with a friend a long time ago. No, it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't long, maybe 2 weeks ago. I had him on the show and we're talking about church. So when you go to church, what do you look for in a church?
I'm looking to get closer to Jesus.
Okay.
I really like when we go to church, I don't go to see the pastor or go to see people there. I go to get like I want to hear the word of God so it can change my life to give more wisdom and more knowledge on the word of God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Because as Africans, yeah, some people, everybody have different reason for going to church. You say something like, "Oh yeah, I want to go to a church. Like when I go to the church, I want to see people falling, blah blah, and all of that." And I insist, I know, and I insist some people that say, "Oh, I just go like to just like you said to get connected to God." But for me, if I was to ask, yeah, I'll say it's the praise and worship for me because I feel like there is something in that praise and worship.
Mm-hmm. Look, listen, people have different blessing or
Yeah, yeah.
different ministry. So it
Hmm.
might not your calling is not my calling.
Yeah.
So probably if I go to church, maybe God is more touching my heart to listen to worship. But your calling, God is gonna touch your heart to listen more to the word of God. Did
Yeah.
you get what so we have kind of different gift, but what it
Yeah.
is not okay. What I see a lot of Africa people doing is more like they go to church to get closer with pastor more
Yeah.
than Jesus. So nowadays, I think people want more population. They want to people to know them according to themselves.
Exactly.
Like
Yeah.
get to know me because I want to clean my reputation. That's why people keep going to church for that, and I think that's very that's very stupid to do such a thing. But only God can judge, as he said. So who am I to?
Exactly.
I can,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So I know I did send you some of the questions that
Mhm.
I'm gonna ask, but just to let you know, I kind of did a last minute update last night. But
Okay.
don't worry, it's nothing that you can answer. So I just like to ask, like, as a Congolese, like someone coming to meet you for the first time and they'll ask you, okay, like, what would you like tell them about the country, the culture, the food? Like, let's say they want to travel. So what would you like tell them about Congo?
Congo is such a big country. Like it's huge. It's a beautiful country. Like in Congo, we have two divide. We have Congo Brazzaville and Congo Kinshasa. So
Yeah,
I am basically from Congo Kinshasa. My country is huge. People are amazing. The food is amazing. Music and stuff like that. Like the only thing I will actually, because I grew up in Ireland.
yeah,
Yeah, I left when I was 10 or 9 years old, something like that. And then the memory I have and the what I heard from my family back home is like
yeah,
and the news and everything. Congo is actually amazing. Nowadays, like neither people struggling with food and stuff like that, but
yeah.
um they still joy. Like there's still a joy. My God is grace, my people living, yeah, they happy, healthy.
Okay. Okay. So while growing up, was there like, maybe any myths, like people like, oh, okay, say like there is like a superstition or something that you were told by maybe, the grandparent or something like that that you actually believe in? Because I know back home in Africa, you would ask something like, oh, when the thunder is striking, something like that, and you're in a bad position, you might be like that forever, something like that.
Sorry, say it again. I
It's
didn't
not like,
hear.
so the way we Africans, we tend to have different kind of belief in something,
Oh yeah,
like
yeah.
a superstition or something like that. Would you have something like that for you that you actually like kind of believe when you were going, when you were so young that you were told?
Yeah. A lot. Like in my country, there's a lot. We have a lot tribe. So people used to people till now people say like for example for getting married like in a marriage people say because we have one tribe in my country they say like before you get married you have to eat some chicken something like that the chicken that is not cooked
That is not cooked?
like I don't, it's like they cooked but they cook only with water in the boiled water.
Okay.
You have to put it a lot like a full chicken, so you have to eat it all and don't left anything. You have to eat it all. So after you finish it, you can marry their son.
Mm-hmm.
So that's that chicken when you eat, it's like you're not able to get any money from any man or talk to any man. If you try to talk to a man there, and that thing is going to affect your marriage,
Oh, wow.
either your kid's gonna die or either your husband's gonna die. So that's what I'm keep hearing it till now. Even when I was little, they used to tell us that when you marry, don't talk to any man. You are a woman. Let a man do whatever he wants, but you are a woman. You can do that. Until now, when I grow up, they still say that. Do you get what I'm saying? Like they still
Yeah,
say
yeah.
it. And I'm like, it's believed that my people believe in that and they practice in that, but to me, yes, I believe there's a tribe that people do that, but I just
Yeah,
don't.
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't. I
yeah,
just myself
yeah,
such a thing because
yeah,
first of all, I
yeah,
believe in God, and I believe there's no such a thing as you receive Jesus in your life. Jesus is the
yeah,
one
yeah, yeah,
going to protect us. If you did
yeah.
wrong, God is gonna judge you. If you do wrong, God is gonna judge you. No people's gonna judge you. So that's why I just
Yeah.
put everything on the side.
Everything right. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And
And
then
also, I think because of the century that we are now, like social media has taken over everything. People don't really tend to believe in culture or tradition anymore. I
Mhm.
mean, I was looking at the internet the other day and I found out like almost 3.6 billion people like use the media every day. I mean,
Yeah.
that is crazy.
Mhm,
That is
mhm.
social media is taking over our world. So let's
Every
take that over to relationship. What is your take on that?
in the relationship, first of all, like when I go to social media, I do what I want to do. I don't do what I see people doing. Like I know in social media, especially on Instagram, people only show their success. They only
Yeah,
show what they're good at. They
yeah,
don't show their success, they don't show their failure. So when I look at it, it's not affecting me because I know everybody have struggle and that
Yeah.
everybody go through a lot. So when I go to social media, I've been in a relationship for almost 4 years, and I post my man if I want to, and like I don't hide or I don't impress anyone or people to follow me to be like my relationship is perfect. No, we go through a lot, you know. But I post when I want to, and I don't post for people to just look at me be like, oh my god, I want to be like that. I always say that. I was like, look, when I post something, it's not because I post for me to show you that I'm perfect.
Yeah.
I post because I want, it's my page. I preach the word of God. I post my relationship. I post my family, my friends, people like that. But I don't post for people to copy what I'm doing. And
Yeah.
that's the one
Yeah.
thing people don't know nowadays. There's a lot. Our generation is going crazy by
Yeah.
copying only bad things.
Mm-hmm.
They don't
Mm-hmm.
copy things. No, they don't. If you have a good example, they won't care about you. They won't even follow you. They only follow and copy bad behavior and the bad habits. That's what is
You're
his
totally right.
generation. That's
Hmm.
exactly the problem we have nowadays. I'm not judging anyone, but every
Yeah, I am.
time I only speak for what I see and I only speak my
Mhm.
opinion honestly. The only things when I go to Instagram I'm seeing is naked.
Yeah.
And the woman posts their man, that's okay, this their relationship, but there's a few things that you have to know, the privacy, the difference between privacy and the public.
Yeah.
There's things that people posting for catching other people attention,
Yeah.
but it's deep down when you see it's not good example for our younger generation.
Yeah.
Do you get like we believe, for me I just believe we have to be more careful, not for ourselves but for our next generation. So we have to
Yeah.
give
Next generation.
example, yeah, either in a relationship or in with your lifestyle. So we have to teach them good lesson, not bad lesson.
Yeah, you're right. Because these days I look on social media and I see on news, especially there's this website. I want to say website. It's a page on Instagram that's in Nigeria, and I can see like posts of young girls, 16, 17, taking their own life because they got dumped by their boyfriend. And I'm thinking in my head, when I was that age, I was not doing that. What's my own boyfriend? That is the age where I'm thinking of, I want to do my WAHEC, I want to get myself ready for uni. You know what I mean?
That
Like this days.
I saw one story on Instagram. They say one girl, she's 15, she died because she let 10 men, not old men, but 15, 16 years old boys, so
Yeah,
they can have sexual relation with her, so they can buy her like a phone, iPhone 12, just,
yeah.
yeah, so she can take a picture to be Instagram model, stuff like that. It is just crazy, like people, I don't know, just for me the only thing is just pray for this generation. It's going so crazy, so crazy, my sister, so crazy. I sometimes when I look at it, I don't even know what to say.
The funny thing is, like, I say to myself, like, every year there's a new iPhone. So I'm there thinking, like, what are you? No. So whatever you do this year to get this, like, well, now I was reading this morning that the new iPhone 13 is coming as well. So I'm like, oh, some people are ready to leave their. I'm not abusing it, but I'm saying like some people are ready to leave their body or do something for the iPhone 13. And then before you know it as well, the next coming year, another one will come out, and then you're doing the same thing. Why can't you just sit down and think about it and be like, okay, am I actually doing the right thing for myself?
Exactly. That the thing. That the thing with our generation. That's what I said. People only follow bad example, not good example. I am sure when they sit down, they think, "Oh yeah, I want to do better. I want to do better." But once they go to social media, they see some influencer, and they be like, "Oh my God!" They
I'm
just
telling you,
yeah, and then they just follow completely bad habits and a bad behavior. It's just crazy. And every time you talk about it, they're just telling you, "Stop judging me."
exactly. That's what they tell you. They tell you to stop judging them. That it's their body, it's whatever they do, and what they don't want you to. They don't want your own opinion. They just want to do. Yeah, peer pressure. That is what it is. Someone just said it. My peer pressure. That is what they. Oh, my friend has this. My friend has that. I want to have that as well. And you see a lot of them, their parents don't even know half of what they're doing. And that is the most saddest thing. Some parents will just be at home. The children bringing stuff for them. You're not even asking, what are you doing to get this? Where are you working? They just want to sit down and enjoy.
Mm.
It saddens me when I hear parents saying, oh, I'm enjoying the fruit of my labor right now. Okay, it is a good thing, yeah. Every parent pray for that. But are you actually asking the child, where is that fruit of labor coming from?
Exactly.
What are they doing to get that fruit of labor?
Exactly.
It's rather to eat something with a very clean mind and realize that, oh, my child is doing this, my child is doing that. Not in the next, I look and say in the next 1-2 years, they're bringing your child, maybe he or she has a disease or he or she is dead, and you're like, I didn't know.
How did you, exactly. Exactly.
It's really sad. It's really sad. And it's,
It is sad. Even our parents, like sometimes they makes me laugh and it's funny at the same time. So when I look at my parents, like they didn't raise us this soft. They were so strict with us.
yeah.
Like when we used to grow up, they were so strict. Like if you go off, they have to know where you're going, what time you're coming back, who you're going with. But now it seems like sometimes when I look at my mom and the way it treats like my niece, and I'm like, Mom, you wasn't like this with us. You were so
Thank
strict.
you. Yeah.
And now
Yeah.
the way they ask them, if they say, Mom, I'm going out, it's like, okay, just like, call us if you need anything. I'm like, what? No, you wasn't like this with us. When we go out, you were
No. No.
going.
I'm telling you. I mean, the things they do sometimes, like, if I did that, I'll be gone. No, I'll be gone. I look, I said, I'll be gone. Or the way they talk sometimes, like,
Mm-hmm,
okay, no. I
mm-hmm.
don't know what happened to this generation. It's like, I wouldn't say they're lucky. I would just say they have the opportunity, yeah. They should just use it in a very wise way. Take it in a very wise way that now that you have it. Because don't say because oh no one is watching what I'm doing, no one is telling me or being after me. So I gotta do what I gotta do just to make this money because of what I'm saying on social media, because of what I'm seeing among my friends.
Yeah, yeah. And now I heard there's a one app called what's it? It called Fan, something like that. Fan.
Sorry?
I heard one app. It's called Fan, like people doing something there.
Oh, I heard that as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard about it. I'm not too sure because I haven't heard so much information about it, but it's like they're doing some sexual things there.
Yeah, and they have like people that watch them that pay for them. Like it's kind of like Instagram where you post the pictures, but there they don't post pictures. You know, like they do what they want to do, and they have people. They have their own people that watch them. Like let's say I have people that watch me and they pay me, and you have people that that kind of thing. That
Yeah,
is the way it is. And I'm just thinking, and then in the next future when you want to get married, you don't know maybe one of the person that's watching you, yeah, might be the brother of the family of the person that you want to get married. So they'll be like, I know this girl. And he's like, where do you know her from? Before you know it, and then you say, oh, men has come, men are this, men
and
are that.
unfortunately, people don't have it in their mind. They don't
They
have.
don't think deep.
They
They
don't.
don't even think deep. If they think deep, they would know. If only they think deep.
Mm,
And it's really bad. It's
yeah.
really bad. It's really bad. Okay, let's talk a little bit as well about your experience here in Ireland,
Mm-hmm,
growing up as an Irish lady. Well, so let's start from maybe primary, secondary, uni and all of that. How was it like for you?
mm-hmm. Like, to be honest, everywhere, like in Ireland, I grew up here and I faced some racist and kind of bully
Okay.
in my school. But thank God because I was type of kid, like I was kind of crazy. You talk to me, I talk to you, stuff like that.
Like, this is the best thing. This is
Yeah,
the best thing, I'm telling you.
that's like when I came to Ireland, like I had no English, I wasn't speaking English. Like in my school, kids were like they were kind of like they trying to bully me, be like, oh no, she doesn't speak English. So every time they try to gossip about me, they know that I won't understand them. And then yeah, it was a little bit hard. It was a little bit hard. Even I was defending myself, like, but it was a little bit hard. But in the society, like, there's a racist like out there, and
Yeah.
the only one thing that I would say about Ireland, it's such a beautiful country. People are amazing, people nice, they helpful, and
Yeah.
they're very generous. But everywhere I would say there's people that they're racist, like it's for sure. And I don't know if I ever faced any racist in my face. I
Yeah.
never met anyone tell me, "Oh yeah, you black, you shut up or go back to your
Yeah.
country." And I never met anyone like that. I wish not to. I wish not either. I wish not, but yeah. But I know. I remember it was last year. I was sitting in a restaurant. There was one man. He came to me. Was like, "You beautiful black woman," and I'm like, okay, but first of all, I took it as a compliment because,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm like, oh, thank you. But then you start talking was like, many black women, they know like this, they more like violence, they more like gangster, they more like, I'm like, oh, no, 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 wait. It was like, oh, no, I'm not, no, you can't talk like that to my people. You can't,
Yeah.
I know what people as well, they live it crazy. So you can't talk like that to people. And then that the only experience that I have to face a racist person.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thing like that about my people, which is like, I'm like, like, you can't talk like that. No, that's it. Just
Well done.
get out. And then, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Oh, apart from that, I have amazing memory growing up here in Ireland. Like, yeah, people really helped me a lot to become who I am now. Most of them, it was Irish, and I have lots Irish friends. Yeah.
That's amazing. And then when you're friends with someone, yeah, what do you expect from the person? Let's say okay, I have this person as my friend. What do you expect from the friendship?
I'm not expecting anything. To be,
What?
I don't expect anything. That's crazy because, like, I
No,
grew up
I don't mean, I don't mean like physical things. I mean like something that you would expect as being friends with
like,
someone.
inside of the
Yeah.
person. Oh, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay. Inside of the person, I expect someone to be good and will. Like, be yourself. And they come and show me who you are. And even friendship, relationships, even in the, somewhere, like, if I talk to someone, I would like to feel honesty, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
I like when I talk, like, good vibe. I don't like hypocrite. That the only thing it turned me off. Like,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
yeah. And then the most important thing, I expect someone to never, like, I have a lot of friends with different religions, different countries, but I expect someone, especially when I heard a question, I
Yeah.
expect for them to know Jesus, the love of Jesus. So once they know Jesus, I know they're like 99% of knowing the truth of not to hurt someone next to you. Do you get that? Because we
Yeah.
question, Jesus. Jesus is love. So when you know God is love, so we're expecting you not to never, like, not to kill someone. That's what.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like every time you do something, like, I don't know, I'm not perfect Christian, like, we make mistake, but every time, like, I talk to someone, even my friends, I always think, am I saying something is gonna hurt them or no? Okay, let me,
Mm.
like, okay, oh, only even like, if I say something out of the blue, I'll be like, oh my god, did I say anything wrong? Like, did I hurt you? You know what? Because I don't want to hurt anybody, so I'm not expecting that a return, but I'm expecting someone to have that mindset, not to,
Yeah.
yeah, not to hurt. So
Okay.
yeah, just be honest, and then, yeah, and will you good vibe.
Okay. Okay. So I know you like traveling a lot, yeah? So is there any country that you've been to and like you just find maybe something different? I know every country is different. Maybe it's their food, their culture, or was there any country like that that you've been to and you just like, oh wow, this is actually good? Or they're like, oh, this culture, or maybe the food. Is there any country like that that you've been to?
Yeah, actually, I love Italy. Italy, they have amazing food, like pasta, pizza. Trust me, it's so amazing. They have amazing food. And then when I went to, the funny thing, let me tell you this story. When I went to Italy, right? The, that country is mad. Like, I think people, they kind of lie a lot in my experience.
Wow.
yeah, people kind of lie a lot. They trying to convince you to do something so they can take advantage from you. We book hotel, right? When we
Yeah.
get there, they didn't tell us anything that we have to pay before we leave. We have to give a guarantee. We have to do that. They didn't say anything. So we paid the hotel and everything, so it was fine. But then when we were about to log out, and then there was the guy who was like, "Oh, we noticed that you ate the food in the room, you drink the water, so you have to pay for the water. You have to pay for it." I'm like, "Well, you should tell us before, so we can be prepared." But you didn't say anything. But then we drink only one water and one sack. They charge us for 50 euro.
For a bottle of water.
50 euro cash. We give them cash. We give them cash, 50 cash. And I'm like,
Wow.
that was like experience, like that was like the worst experience. Like I'm like, this is like, I know, like people, they tell you an advantage, like, look, you come to this hotel, we do that, we do that, we do that, you give money. Like when you drink something, when you eat something, they didn't say that, but they were just waiting for us to look out, and then they can tell us at the end. I'm like, no, I didn't like the experience. But apart from there, people, because I don't speak Italy, so it was kind of like, hard to
Kind of
communicate with,
difficult.
standing stuff like that. So, but it was amazing experience. It was amazing. And they talk about Switzerland. I went to Switzerland. That country is a beautiful country. Like it's such a beautiful people. They all so skinny like you. They're so perfect like you.
Okay, go thanks. I get your parts. Right now. I love food.
Like I was like, they're so beautiful, but their money is so expensive.
Oh wow. Oh,
Yeah, their
wow.
stuff
People
is.
used to say it though. People say that Switzerland is very expensive.
Yeah, it was too expensive, very, very expensive. But thank God, because I went to see my partner's family, so they was
Okay.
like helping us, with stuff, with food, stuff like that. But yeah, the experience was good, but the thing was expensive. I bought one shoes, my dear, in the here. I always see that in H&M, Zara, it's like 25 euro, but then I bought that for 55 euro. Like I'm like,
Why? What were you thinking?
I
You could have
know.
just wait to get back home.
Yeah, because you know what happened? We went there with my partner to go to visit.
Oh, okay,
We
okay, okay.
just going for food, but then their country, it's more like mountain. Their
Okay.
country, yeah. So everywhere is just like going up, up, up. See, then when I didn't know, like I knew that, but I didn't know how much, I can get
Yeah,
that
I
time.
understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I wear long ears. I love long ears. When
Ah,
I'm telling you, honey, I'm just like, I can't deal with this. Let's just buy a shoes so I can just wear. And when I get there,
yeah.
starting from 35 up, and I'm like, I have no choice. I just have to buy it. And I buy a shoes for like 555 euro.
Oh no.
I know. And then
Ah.
when I came back to Dublin, I saw the
Yeah.
same shoes in the H&M, but it was never 25. And I'm like, done. I regret my money. That
I'm
day.
telling you, you would, because you were thinking in your head. That other 25 euro could have been used for something else. We are
I
Africans, we always think like that.
I know. It's
Oh no,
if
no.
country, like
So,
every country is just different.
oh wow, wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. So yeah, when it comes to fashion, yeah, what is the first thing that comes to your mind? Like when it comes, okay, okay, I want to get dressed for the day. I want to, I'm going out. What is the first thing that comes to your mind when it comes to combining stuff and getting dressed, maybe for a party, whatever it is?
I like I like
You like what?
jeans. I love
Yeah,
jeans, and I like feeling comfortable. Like I'm not into, like I know I wear like dress,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
but I'm not really like type of classy lady. I don't know, maybe on the Instagram when I post, it's like I wear that once in a year. when I wear a dress, it seems like I went to a perfect location, or maybe to a dinner, or maybe in a date, something like that. So that's why I just wear a dress. But apart from the everyday, I
Yeah.
just like wear jeans and then
Mhm.
some coat. I like hoodies, like a long skirt, like you can see. I'm just wearing it so
Yeah.
simple. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. For me, yeah, I don't know maybe because I'm always getting like I don't know maybe because I'm always getting like, skinny jeans or something like that.
I like actually like your fashion. The last time I was there, like we're wearing like a skirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you look perfect with your body, and I'm like, oh my god, you're just so perfect.
No, no. The thing is, I find jeans so uncomfortable. I think because I'm always getting skinny jeans. I don't know why, but for me, I find them so uncomfortable.
I think you're completely right. You're completely right. I'm wearing jeans. I'm actually wearing jeans right now. I'm actually love jeans. Like I just feel like it fits perfectly, and then you're comfortable to do anything. Like yeah, like because some leggings that is stretch, like if you wear leggings sometimes it's gonna be like split or something like that, but jeans it's never
Yeah,
had that.
yeah. That's the thing about leggings. That's the one thing about leggings. I'm
Yeah,
telling you. And then once again, skirts are very good. Like they just keep you going as well.
I
You
love
know
it.
what other thing I like, but I kind of don't like it again? Jumpsuits.
Just jumpsuit.
I
Yeah.
love jumpsuits, man, because when you're dressed, you don't need to look for, okay, what am I gonna wear on top or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But when you're gonna go to the toilet,
Oh,
especially during winter.
I know when you go to the toilet you're gonna cry, and especially like if you're not early, like you.
No way.
I remember my sister, we went to a dinner, right? She was like, oh my god, because they make us to stand. They were looking for people, the place. So they,
Yeah.
oh, can you be patient? Like, give us 50 minutes, so we're going to serve you a place. My sister was like, Deborah,
I can't hear you, girl. I can't hear you. Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah, I can hear you now.
I think my partner is downstairs, so I have to go open the door. Like I said, oh my
Oh
gosh.
yeah, yeah. Open the door for him, and then yeah, we'll wait for you. Go open the door. I'll wait for you.
Okay, I think you just
Yeah.
have to come with me because I don't want to
No
leave you
problem.
alone.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. Okay, so you're talking about your sister wearing the jumpsuit in anyway, so that's what you were talking about.
Yes.
For anyone that's just joining us right now, guys, we are just talking about fashion, travel, and relationship, guys. At the moment, we're on fashion. We're just talking about, some of the clothes that we all are very comfortable in wearing. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what clothes you are very comfortable wearing. I mean, ladies, drop yours, and men as well, drop yours. But for me, yeah, like I said to Debbie before, when it comes to jeans for me, it's a no. But when it comes to like dresses, jumpsuits, yeah, it's a yes for me in other words. Okay, so while we wait for Debbie, guys, do not forget, guys, to go and subscribe to my YouTube. Somebody said, Deborah, do not embarrass me here. Okay, Debbie, someone just said, don't embarrass them. I don't know who the person is in any ways. Guys, as I was saying, guys, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel because this live is gonna be there. And also, I am now available on Audio Mac, guys. Okay, someone here said I'm very comfortable on gowns. Gowns are just the best. Debbie, I can't hear you. Gowns are the best. Gowns, they are just a lifesaver. Especially when you go to an all-you-can-eat restaurant. Gowns are the best. Are you back, girls? Are you back?
Can you?
I
Yes,
can
I'm
hear you
back.
now. Okay. But I
Sorry.
cannot. Yeah, now I can see you. I can see you now.
Oh my gosh.
Someone said, I don't know who the person was. Let me go back again. If you can see, the person said, Debbie, do not embarrass me here. Do you want to look and see who that is?
Sorry.
Someone said, Debbie, do not embarrass me here.
Uh, sorry about that. I'm here. It told me we'll be back at 4. But
Yeah. No problem, no problem. Yeah, so you were telling me about your sister at the restaurant, which was wearing the jumpsuits. That's the story you were saying
Yeah,
before you completely went offline.
yeah, it was very, it just was very bad experience. Like she actually almost be on the clothes because of it. The jumpsuit is a horrible. It's a like I don't know. I like jumpsuit, but I'm not a big fan of it. I don't
Oh,
really
okay.
dress. Yeah, I don't. Like if I have to count, I dress a jumpsuit for like 2 times in my whole life.
For me, it was when I was like 18, 19, 20. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, you were telling us a story. That's true. Thank you. You were telling us a story about the jumpsuits. Like when you were at the restaurant, you started the story. You had to finish that story, Debbie.
there she said, I'm talking about her. She was like, because you're taking us.
Oh, oh shit, the one you're talking about. Ah, we are sorry. She didn't really embarrass you. Thanks to your brother that knocks on the door. She didn't finish the story.
Oh my god, she's gonna kill me, bro. She's gonna.
But basically, you just kind of start the story. You didn't finish it.
It was so funny that day. Like it was so funny. That's what she remembers straight away.
For me, I would say when I was like 18, 19, 20, jumpsuit was my life. Most of my picture were just jumpsuit because I found that so comfortable. But when it comes to toilet, that's when I start to regret. Why did you wear it? I'm like, why did I wear it? That's when I start to regret. Okay, when it comes to like going out, yeah, what is important for you? It could be makeup, jewelry, shoes. What are the things that are important for you? You know, everybody have different people be like, oh, once my hair is good, I don't care. Some be like,
I,
oh, once my eyebrow, I don't care.
I love bags.
Bags.
I love bags. Like I can't go out without my bag. Yeah, like I just obsessed with bags. I have like lot bags in my house. Big, small, fashion, time, like every kind of bag. I love bags. And apart from
Wow.
jewelries, I love.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
I,
Um,
I can't go out without any earrings or watch or bracelet. I just love
I
jewelries.
know that about you.
Hmm.
Yeah. For me, yeah. When it comes to jewelry, I don't know. Again, it was when I was like 18, 17. I have to wear everything. But now I'm just like, once I have the earrings, I would ask, you also steal a bag also, okay? She's yet to attack you today. Ah, for me, yeah, I just like once I have my earring on, once I have earring on, yeah, I'm good. Like Monday to Saturday, I might not put on earrings, but because of church, I would say that's the reason why I'm only wearing this because I'm coming back from church. Aside from that, I take it off. I'm telling you, I take when I was a kid,
Hmm.
my mom she literally gave up on me when it comes to earring because I wear it today and the next 2 days it's gone. So she literally just gave
Oh
up.
God, yes. Like things they keep disappearing like that. You don't even know. You remember you put that on the table, but the next day when it comes, it's disappear. You can't find it anymore, so you have to buy for another one.
The funny thing for me, I will go out to play and come back, no earrings. What happened? I don't know. I kind of think someone secretly takes them off when I'm playing. That's what I used to think then. I then they say, okay, go out and look for it. I'll come back. I can't find it. But now, yeah, I would say for me, it would be like makeup. For me, just makeup.
Makeup, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. When I have bag, I don't know if you notice in some of my pictures, yeah. I have bag, but I never take pictures with bag. I don't know why. Because when I have it, I don't know, like, how do I pose with the bag? I'm very bad when it comes to posing with bag for pictures. So that's why, even when I have bag, I end up leaving the bag on the table when it comes to picture time. I was at a party one time, I remember, and I dropped my bag, and someone was like, aren't you supposed to hold the bag when you're taking pictures? I was like, I don't know how to pose with a bag.
Mm. And I,
But
I I noticed you also like hair, don't you?
yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right about that. I do like it. You're right about that. That's very true. Yeah. So yeah, but when I look at your picture, I'm like to myself, is that not someone with a bag? This is somebody with a bag, Wendy.
I love bags. I love bags. Like
Oh, no, you.
I don't like every time like even if I have to put my iPhone, if I have to touch iPhone, I just have to get a bike and put an iPhone. I just can't like go out. I just can't go out with my bag. I love bags. I,
Um, Okay, as you know, we ladies, I wouldn't just say ladies, even men, but for us as ladies, let's talk about ladies on our own, yeah. Would you say when it comes to like, you know, with most of us these days, everyone have their own businesses? Like people are starting to sort of, would you say we actually support each other enough, or instead of supporting, everyone start doing something similar to what you're doing, kind of being a competition and something like that? What would you say? What do you say about that?
There's a lot to say about that. Thank you for these topics. Like there's a lot to say about other people's business. There's things, a few things I notice in the Africa community. We jealous from each other. We jealous each other like there's a competition. Like we like fighting to see who's better and then who's less. You can do something and I like it, I won't buy it from you because I just don't like you or because I just don't want to support you. I will prefer to go buy to someone else, but it's the same price, it's the same material, it's the same thing, but I won't buy it from you. Like there's a lot, especially like I know we all Africa, but we kind of have different culture somehow. Back to my Congolese people, it's more like jealousy. They're so jealous and heavy about someone if they see someone is proving, if they see someone is proving doing better in life, they will never ever.
Moving forward.
Instead they will go gossip about you, trying to bring your company down or trying to bring your business down by something it doesn't even exist, just
Yeah,
because they're jealous of you.
yeah,
Or like I think, to be honest, from our Africa community, when it comes to business, I don't have anything positive to say because according to my experience, I don't have anything positive. The only experience I have is only negative. Like people, they just so jealous and they don't want to support your business at all. People who will support your business is just a friend, like 1% or 2% of your friend and the family. That's it. And the other people, you will find yourself, you have 4,000 followers on Instagram. But when you say who share your post, who likes your business, who support you, they just like 2 people.
mm,
And then you ask yourself, but if you post something stupid, maybe laughing in the all comments, lovely, lovely. But then when you post something important like your business, they never support you. They never there.
no, no, no.
And I ask myself, I was like, why is that?
Or they'll
Why?
be like, "Oh, I saw your business on Instagram." Like, okay, but did you like it? No. Did you watch the video? No. So why are you telling me?
They just like, I think in our community, black community, we really have to do better. Listen, I don't want to compare. I know there's a lot of people, I know there's a lot of white people here, they're watching me. My friends, I love you guys. I'm not racist, but I'm just talking about the fact that, let me just talk about a little bit difference between black and white.
Yeah,
White people, when it comes to support, loving, the number one, they do that easily.
you're right. You're totally
But
right.
they support one another.
Mm-hmm.
They help one another. If you need something, they will come to you. They will talk to you straight away and they will look like they will help you like you are one of their family members.
Yeah,
But when it comes to black community, they don't do that. It's opposite. When you go for help, they try that help you're looking for gossiping. They will gossip about you. They will talk bad
yeah,
things about you. And I remember having this conversation with one of my Irish friends. She explained to me, she was like, look, there's a lot of difference between Africa and the white. And I asked her, why, like, what do you think we have that so much difference between white and the black? She was
yeah.
like, I think it's come from religious. And no, she said it comes from cultures. Yeah, that's what she said.
Mm,
She said it comes from culture. And I looked back and I was like, back on the days when we look at black story, we were slave.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we were enslaved, and the white people really, really, not in bad way, but they really hurt us. you know, and then that slave mindset, it keep going. Our parents giving to next generation, the next generation giving to next generation, next generation, it keep going, the generation, that slave mindset. And then now that now you and I, we are in a new generation from our parents, we have to
Yeah.
break that. You know, we have to break that scared fear of that generation, slave mindset. We have to break that for not to give our children. Because if we didn't break that, that will keep continuing. Our babies, they're going to have that hate mindset. You get it, but white people, they don't have that. White people, if they see one of them they suffering, they all will come together for help the person.
Yeah. Yeah.
And white people, if they see one person suffering, they will laugh at you and
True. True.
help you. So
Yeah.
that's actually the mindset we have, and then we have to fight for change.
Yeah.
To be a
You're
white
right.
business, Africa community, I have nothing positive to talk. Like, I'm talking this because I know Africa watching me. Like, I know some of them, they will feel defended if they find themselves in that category. But we have to try our best to change. We have to support one another. Like,
Yeah.
if today I'm good, it's because, like, I'm gonna make you proud because you also are black.
Yeah.
If you success, you're gonna make me proud because I am black. Like,
Yeah.
let's support each other, let's walk in love. It will not, it won't kill us. Like, instead it will, like, we will go up. And then, like, that's all I want to say. Like, black community, we have to live in love. Like forget about gossiping, hate, and anything like that. Like,
I mean, you're right. Someone was saying to me, I had that on my show the other day, and she said, if you go into an African shop, you know, we Africans, we know each other very well. And let's say you buy something for €5.
yeah.
Before you leave, even before you go into your car to leave, he or
Mhm.
she might have called like 5, 10 people that know you to tell them you came to their shop, the amount of stuff you buy. But when you go into Tesco or something like that, even if you just pick something for 50 cents, no one cares. Do you
Exactly.
understand what I'm saying?
Buy it straight away. They will buy it straight away. I don't know why is
Okay.
buy it straight away. But once you,
Yeah,
I give you the price, the same price you find in Lidl and the Tesco, you will come and be like, no, I don't want to buy that. That's so expensive. I won't get it. But once
yeah,
you go there, you will buy the same thing at the same price.
yeah. This happened between these two friends. I don't want to mention them, but I'm just gonna read a story to you. Is that okay? So this friend, she had a business idea with her, so she shared the idea with her best friend,
Yeah.
and then they both worked on it and everything, and then she was really helpful about it, and she kind of noticed that half of the idea, like the friend was giving her good stuff, like, oh, do this, do that, this is the way the business will move forward. So she was like, okay, before I launch this business, would you like instead of me just doing a lot, I can say you know a lot as well, let's just come together and do this. She said no. Could you believe, a day before the launch, this same friend opened the same page with exactly everything the friend was about to do for herself.
Evil. That's evil.
I
That's
am telling
that
you,
evil.
everything exactly the same thing. She opened it for herself, even though the friend offered her before she launched. Oh, before I launched, you want us to work together as a partner? Yes, of course, you have the idea. You were the one that was helping your friend, but she literally asked. If she didn't, even if she didn't ask, that doesn't give you the opportunity to go back. She even launched a website, name it exactly what she was gonna name it.
I think that's sad. That's really sad. From the business, like, I would say everybody have different vision, different
Yeah,
goals.
yeah.
If she didn't want to share her business with someone, she would just say, look, this is my vision, this is my growth. I want to do this on my own, but I will like your support, and then I will help you with your vision as well. So let's help each other.
But the funny part, Debbie, is that she didn't know about the business. It was the friend that brought it up.
That I think that's evil. That's why I say that's evil. Because when you didn't tell someone about your business, and when you went to do the same thing, that's not good.
That's why when you see people sometimes being quiet about what they're working on and they just want to show like, okay, the results. I actually don't blame them sometimes Because you know, a lot of friends are not actually friends. They're just there as a disguise. That's the way I see. That's why when I'm being friends with people, they say that's what I watch mostly in people. For me, because you see, people have to be like, oh, my friend, my best friend, this and that, and all of that. Whereas they're just people, they're just in disguise. Like, you don't know whether they actually want you to be great. I mean, when I started this, I'm not trying to say this, but when I started my YouTube channel, this happened to me. Like, it happened, shows me like who are my real friends. Like, so many people that you call your friends, and when you ask, oh, do you want to do this? Like, oh, I'm shy, I can't do this, I can't do that. But when they need your help, they know how to come to you. But when you need their help, that's when they tell you they're shy. They can talk on live, but they can go on live and chat with each other and talk about things that does not make sense.
That's why they said, a friendship, it's not who you no longer, it's someone you feel protected. Because sometimes you feel like, oh my god, I know my friend for like 5 years, 10 years, I love her, she loves me. But when it comes to something very serious, they won't be there for you. But
No,
someone who
no.
for someone who you know less than 1 year, they will always going to be there for you. They will help you, they will support you.
Even
Friendship.
even 1 year is too much. Some people that you only know for like 5 months, 2 months, they will support you.
Exactly, exactly.
Especially we Africans, we have that in our mind, like two-faced. We are just so two-faced. This is something that we all need to just change. I mean,
That the bad thing about black, like Africa, like we black, we have the competition minds in in ours, like in our brain, like our mind is just so much like hate, like we hate so much with no reason.
yeah,
Like I can just look at you and I see you happy or doing better, and I'd be like, who she thinks she is? Like
that's
with that,
that's a,
with
that's
that,
what it is.
like that. My gosh, this is so annoying when I talk about this, but I see one difference in my own eyes. There was one friend of us, and I had two girls, African girls, next to me, and then there was white girls next to me. That was talking, having like eating, talking, and then there was one our friend. She's from Lithuania. She came. She passed her test. She was like, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh, I'm happy for you. Oh my god, what did you do?" Like one of my friends, white friends, she asked straight away, "How did you do that?" Where she started asking for information to know, like
Yeah,
where she asked, and then how she did that, if she has a CD, if she has a book, stuff like
yeah,
that. But the
yeah.
black girl next to me, she started saying, "Oh my god, if I go there, I'm gonna fail." And I don't know how she did that, because that take long to study, and then I feel lazy to study. Like they always talk negative. They keep talking negative. They always talk negative. And I tell them, I was like, listen, you can't talk like that. If you want to win, take someone who wins mindset and they put
Land.
in you. Like
Yeah,
try to know how they did that, how they get to do that, and they get the information put in you. So you're gonna, you get what I'm saying? Like you're gonna win and you're gonna follow that step. Like
yeah,
that. But if
yeah,
you negative, oh, yeah, lazy, I can't do it. Oh my god, I can't remember. Like you will never go. Like you will never go to reach that she did. That in my own eyes, that was the difference I see in my husband was on the table, and I see that different. I turn away and just tell her, look, we have to change that mindset. It's like automatic. Like it's when I heard what she said that myself, I just think about, like she didn't even pay attention. We all here on the table, like straight away say what is comes on her mind. And I'm like, no, we need to change that. We need to change that mindset of negative and a jealousy mindset.
yeah.
We really need
I
to change.
mean, it's something when you do something great, and then the moment you leave the room, the way they'll be talking about you. And then what I don't like is when somebody says something about you, yeah, and then someone come and tell me, oh, this person says, I always say to them, you know what? I actually don't want to hear it because you're coming here to tell me this. I don't know what you have also contributed into that discussion. So you coming and
Mm,
starting to ask me, no, that does not even touch me at all.
mm,
'Cause
mm.
the hypocrisy is just like it's just too much. The jealousy, everything, and it is what is killing our countries. It was what is killing African countries till today. It is what is killing us.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's only when we stop that's when we can actually move forward. Okay, so lastly, let us talk about your side job, which is knitting, isn't it?
Knitting, yeah, yeah.
So when did you pick that up?
It's going well, but I'm not really thinking of opening a business as soon because
Okay.
I want to get more experience on doing it, and then I want more advice on business.
Oh, okay.
Not really good at negotiate things, talking, like get like I want to develop more on that, get more information, getting more advice from people who already have business, more business, and trying just to develop many things on my own. But
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I do knitting and I do nails that as well. Like
You do nails.
I do nails, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
I'm coming to your house tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. I'm coming in the next 1 hour. Why am I just sharing this?
Yeah, I do nails also. I'm just trying. I'm keep practice, like because I'm not
Why am
better.
I this about the nails? Hold on. We were planning to go for like nails thing, but you didn't tell me you do nails.
I do nails, but I'm practicing as well. Like I'm practicing. It's not
Okay.
not really professional. It's not good. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I'm just developing. Trying, yeah, to
Uh,
yeah, just to get more advice on like how that industry works. So when I get my
yeah.
when I'm ready, when I buy all the equipment, like then I can launch my new business to the world. But right now,
Then I'll be your first customer. I'll be your first client.
oh girl, yeah.
So when did you pick up knitting actually? Like when did you start learning how to knit?
That's the funny thing. No one teach me how to do that. No one, like, I just knew it. I just knew it. Yes, I just knew it. And then thank God because now we have YouTube. When I don't know what to do, something I just go to YouTube and I watch it and they help me even more. But my knowledge on knitting, I don't know where I started knitting, to be honest. Like I remember when I was I think 13 or 15, something like that. My sister bought me a knitting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I just practice myself and I feel like I'm actually really good at it. I'm
Oh,
actually
okay.
good. Like I start first of all by doing scarf. And I see it was amazing. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna keep doing it. And then the next day I did a stuff. I did my daddy's stuff. I did my partner's stuff, and then I did my sister's stuff, myself, and I started doing hats. And I'm like, oh my god, I think I'm good at it. I have to develop myself in doing that.
Because for me, yeah, I remember back in Nigeria, yeah, when I was like 9, I was taught like how to do it. I did it for like 2 weeks, and then I don't know what happened. I just stopped. I actually, and now that I got here and I see people doing stuff with it, and I'm like thinking about why did I even stop? Like I should have just continued.
Exactly.
But then when I see you doing it, that's why I was like, when did you pick it up? Maybe it was because of the age thing for me. I don't know. I just kind of lose interest in it when I was stuck back then.
Yeah, I think. How did you learn about that? You don't. It's just something that comes, right?
Sorry?
Like, how did you know how to knit?
Someone taught me, but now I can't anymore because I never practice. I can't do it anymore now.
Oh my god, that you bless. I don't know how I started knitting. Like no one taught me. Like that's crazy. I swear that's crazy. I just
Wow.
yeah. But now I'm just practicing and I see people on YouTube, talking
Yeah.
to and I'm like, oh wow, it's helped me even more and more.
Your sister says it comes to the family.
Sorry.
Your sister says it comes to the family. She said in the comment section there.
Yeah, because she does because
She does as well.
yeah, no, she does like she's tailor. She does clothes like Africa, yeah, Africa clothes, and then she even does hair, like wigs, makeup, everything like that. No one thought she
Oh
just
wow.
yeah, just knew it.
Oh wow, that's amazing. Yeah, that's amazing. Thank you so much for coming here today, girl. I really, really appreciate you. Before we finish, do you have anything you want to say? Any contribution? Feel free to say it.
Yeah, I have two things I need to say to people.
Yeah, go on.
First thing I want to say, let's give our lives to Jesus.
Okay.
Is the one, is our protector, is our healer, is our father. the only man who will never break your heart
Yeah.
is him. Anytime, any problem you have, when you talk to him, look, he never gossip.
Yeah. That's the only thing.
Like
Yeah.
Jesus never gossip about anybody. You talk to him, you deal with things together, and he helps you. Your prophet is amazing. Give your life to him. And the second thing, I want to talk to my Africa family. Africa, we need to develop love. Like, we need love in our community. We need love. We need support. We need union. Like, we need union. We need to be together. Like, love. Like, when there's a love, there's everything. There's support, there's help, there's anything. So
Yeah.
please, let's help each other. Let's support each other. That's all. I love you all, my Africa people. I love them.
We love that. I love you too. Thank you so much for coming today, girl. I really, really appreciate you so much. It's been fun. I don't even want you to go, but I know you've got places to be. I've got places to be as well, girl. I love you so much. Thank you so much for
Oh,
coming.
for having me. Thank you. I love you. Mwah.
I'll see you on Saturday.
See you. Bye.
All right, girl. Take care. Love you. Bye. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and guys, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. The link is in my bio, and also I am now available on AudioMac for anyone that missed story time or you don't have the time to watch story time on my YouTube channel. You can basically just listen to story time on my AudioMac channel, or you can also listen to some of my live show as well on AudioMac as well. Thank you so much guys, and I really appreciate you all. Love you all, and bye.